I'm here with Katrin Senne from the German team. She's flying an 18-meter, and she is actually the reigning world champion. And she's flown in 8 women's world gliding championships, as well as 2 general world gliding championships for Germany. So welcome to Lake Keeepit, Katrin.
Thank you.
I'd like to talk to you about a few things, but first of all, we can't really go past yesterday. How was yesterday's flight?
Exhausting. A long flight. I think I flew 8 hours, 5 minutes. I don't remember when I did such a long task, such a long flight with such a short distance.
I think it was 349k or something?
Something like that. It was really
I think
very slow.
The task was set, I think, about 540k, 538 kilometers, and you flew 348 in 8 hours. So, what was it like at the start? I mean, when did you know that the day was going to be so difficult?
We got from our team captain, we got the information that the Czech girls, they left, I think, first, and they already struggled on the first leg with a crosswind, very strong crosswind. And then after the first turn, which was, I think, 30 k's out, I realized, oh God, this is going to be a shitty day. And I think every kilometer at the end will count, because we couldn't find thermals and we were low over that ridge part going to Monte Capator.
Mount Capitar. Yeah.
Capitar, yeah. So it was really difficult.
Yeah. So did you have to wait at the start before you could leave, or did you try and get away as early as possible?
We waited a bit because we
hoping conditions
will improve and that we will find some decent thermals around the airport here, around the airfield. But it was really also the first thermals here around the airfield were 0.6, 0.5. So. Right. Didn't really start the day.
It's not that it finished early; it's that it didn't really get going.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what were your tactics at the end of the day?
End of the day, just to get as many kilometers done as possible. And by then we knew that some girls took the Monte Capator on the west side, and they got, I think, up to 3,000 meters. So we thought, okay, they will beat us by 100 k's or so. But I was lucky at the end, the French girls were also still around, that we found some very nice thermals just 80 kilometers short of the last turn point, which got us up to 2,500, I think, again, 2,500 meters. And the last 3 thermals of the day yesterday were the best of the whole day, with 1.5 integrated.
Yeah. Okay. And so then it was just a case of continuing to fly as long as you could before you had to.
Best glide ratio.
Before you had to pull the plug.
Yeah, the plug.
Yes.
The ignition.
And you're flying a JS3.
Yeah.
And but before this, you've always been flying an ASG 29, is that right?
For 10 years. And before that, I've been flying a Ventus. So.
And how are you finding the JS3?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice and easy to fly glider, and it performs so well. And the feeling for the air is just amazing. What's going on, and I do appreciate the jet system also, which I tried yesterday. I burned all my fuel which I had on board to try to make it home, but the light, I didn't make the race against the light.
The race, and it's just it's a sustainer jet, I believe, in this one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a sustainer jet.
Yeah.
It runs with diesel, petrol. And I was trying to go very fast, so I think I did over 100 knots yesterday. Yeah. And tried to make as much kilometers as possible. But
with the jet on,
with the jet on. So I was still going up 1.5 to 1.8 meters per second at that high speed. Right. So I really appreciate it.
It was in fairly still air, I suppose.
It wasn't completely still air. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can really go fast, and the system itself is also lighter than the 2-stroke I had before in the 29. So it only weighs about 17 kilograms, plus fuel, of course. So it's a very light system. And what I appreciate is if you have to switch it on with the old sustainer system in the 29, you had to really go against the ground. To get the windmill effect going, to get it started. And with the jet, it's more like this, and there's almost no drag if you take it out.
Right, okay.
To get it started.
And so you started the jet, and then where did you land last night?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Gunita, but my estimated time of arrival was 8:30, and I think that would have been pitch dark by then. So I decided to go back again to Narrabri. Narrabri, because my crew, Brad Edwards, was already heading north, and he said, just land on the airfield and I can pick you up. So it was a nice airfield.
Yeah, of course. Actually, we should mention that she's flying... you are flying Brad Edwards, and Australian world champion, world gliding champion, Brad Edwards in JS3.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to have the possibility to borrow his glider.
Right, very good.
And he promised he will come to Germany, and then he can have my JS3 or the 32.
Right.
So do an exchange.
Do an exchange.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're now, after yesterday, you finished second yesterday, and you're in fourth position overall, so you're kind of finally placed. How has the competition been going for you?
The days where I found every day tricky so far, and there was a bit which was where I was struggling, so I'm trying to get my pace, so I hope that I will find it in the second week. We still have 6 more days to go.
Yeah. Were there any standout days for you before yesterday, which is a real standout day?
Standout, a good one, you mean?
Yeah.
Not so far. Not so far.
Okay. And have you flown much in Australia before?
No, it's my first visit ever to Australia.
And what do you think of the conditions in general?
In general?
Yeah.
I assume they must be pretty good, but I really feel sorry for the people at the moment in Australia. It looks terrible from above, so you're really suffering.
Have you been actually seeing any of the fire damage from your flights?
Yeah, around Mont Carpenter there are also fires going on the northwest part.
Yep.
And smoke, and with that one day when we cancelled the day, it was terrible with the smoke haze. The visibility was very poor.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And you won the World Championships at Spralovice in
Czech.
In Czech Republic last time around.
Yeah.
And how was the weather there for that one?
We had very good weather. It was in May, in springtime, and it was high cloud base and good clouds, I think, all of the days.
Yep.
So it was a lucky early competition in the season of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had a very, very good win there, so that's good. And your home base, where's your home club?
I'm flying at the Flugsportverein Sindelfing, that's near Stuttgart, so it's in the southwest part of Germany, near the Black Forest and the Schwäbische Alb, which is a good region for gliding.
Yeah, so you get flatland gliding and alpine flying as well there.
Yeah, not really alpine, little hills, so the highest mountain in the Black Forest is 1,000 meters above sea level,
right.
But we have good conditions.
Yeah.
We can get really good conditions also there.
Yeah. But you fly all over Europe, do you?
Yes, I love flying in Italy, and in France we were also with the Women Worlds, we were quite a few times in France, Czech, around Europe.
Yeah,
so you Denmark,
get quite
Switzerland.
You get quite a lot of mountain flying and varied flying.
Yeah, also in south of France.
Yeah. Okay, very good. And how is the German team? What's kind of the feeling in the German team halfway through the competition?
The spirit is still up. We are in good mood, I would say, and we hope to gain a few places in the second week.
Okay. So we've got 6 more potential race days to go. We'll have to see what the weather's going to bring this week. It looks like it's going to be a bit cooler. It looks like the winds could bring some more smoke tomorrow. Tonight is International Night, so tonight's a fun night. And then hopefully tomorrow we have another great race day. So thank you very much, Katrin Senne.
Welcome.